Round 2. We won the die roll, playing first. Well, I think we're going to keep it. We don't get to make a turn 1 play, which is pretty important for our deck, but I think it's still worth it. We have both colors. We do have a removal spell. If I rip a land here, we definitely, I think, open with Anafenza, although Consul's Lieutenant's a pretty important one to play on turn 2 as well. See if we even have to make the call here. Bloodsoaked Champ. Ooh, okay, maybe another aggressive deck. That was a good rip. All right. So let's go Anafenza. Because then next turn I can go... Well, I was going to say I can go Lieutenant plus Kithian, but that's not actually true. Not unless I rip a land. Ooh, Bloodshed Rager. It's a pretty good one. Alright, well, that was a good land rip, so let's go Lieutenant. Let's go Kithian. Swing for 2. And it feels like a reasonable race at this point, especially given that we've got Silk Wrap. And, well, we don't have him renowned yet. Okay. That's actually alright. We can double block the... Okay. So now he's playing it chill. This can't block either, by the way. So he probably wanted to attack with that. I think we just Silk Wrap. Take out the Strike Leader. Then we go Lieutenant. And I think we just go all in. Like, he can trade with Kithian here, but we still get renowned. And he loses a Bloodshed Rager, so I really don't care about Kithian living. That trade to me is fine. It's not of the utmost importance that we turn Kithian into Gideon. Okay. So, some sort of black-white warrior deck, I'm assuming. Suspension Field, probably not going to do it. I think Surge of Righteousness just has to come in. Probably just for counter spells. Well, Disdainful Stroke's gone. Treasure Cruise is gone. Why don't we take out a Disperse and leave the other one in, and we'll leave the negates in because we might need them. All right, keeping this, although definitely awkward. We're still going to keep, though. Basically, we trade Kithian because we have another one in hand, is the plan. I'm already going to bust Flooded Strand. I'd rather... With 4 lands, we have more than enough. So, deck thinning, I think, at this point, given our hand, is important enough. That's interesting. Oh, let's see. I think I just played Knight of the White Orchid. We're not going to get the full value, but I don't actually care. Drana. Okay. Well, Drana's going to be gone. Anafenza. All right. Let's go land. Swing with both. All right. So we're just going to Surge of Righteousness the Drana. Guess if my opponent has discard, targeted discard, but Duress would have to be the sideboard card. Duress doesn't strike me as a card that's particularly great against us either, considering our deck is primarily creatures. Okay. Soren's pretty good. So take out Drana. Take 4. My opponent gains some life. So now we go swing at Soren. Then we go Anafenza plus Dragon Hunter. Well, I guess I should have bolstered Kithian. Oh, I could have killed him. That was a mistake. Alright, still do it. Gonna have to get used to this Anafenza kin tree. I didn't think about that. That would have been a sick play, though. Would have killed Soren. I mean, at the very least, he can only use one. He can only use one of the things, so I guess that's the good news. Bad news is I didn't kill Soren. Alright, that's not that intimidating. So let's say I trade off a Dragon Hunter for that. He only has one blocker. That's fine. Oh, Woe Reaper's actually a good draw too. Alright, so let's swing just these, well, alright, let's play Woe Reaper. Eat your Drana. Swing with these 3 at Soren. I think Anafenza's going to die, but that's okay. Actually, no, this one should be swinging at him. These 2 should be swinging there. Love that. I love it when people, I think people might forget that Kithian is unbelievably good. So let's make Anafenza indestructible and untap it. Could have actually played Kithian there. Yeah, I think that might have been justified. Problem is I can never attack with it, because then I just lose Gideon. Alright. Alright, looks like Gideon's gonna die. Land there's a bit awkward. 1 card left in my opponent's hand. I'm at half my opponent's life, though, so I think it's in our best interest to just drop Kithian and pass. Could have swung for 5, but I'm too far behind to hope to race Chief of the Edge. Like, this way I can triple block. But I guess my opponent, well, we'll see. So I could lose 4 life here. That's okay. I don't really want to crack Flooded Strand, I don't think. Another Kithian? Jeez. Guess we gotta chill. All right. Yeah, we're in pretty serious trouble now. Can't really take 8 either, so I'm going to have to chump block. All right. Drew too many lands. I feel like this is a pretty winnable match. I actually think our deck... I want to say our deck's better than our opponent only because our curve is so much lower. Like, it just feels like our creatures trade for the most part. So as long as I don't draw this many lands, I think we're going to be fine. Definitely dead now, though. Yeah, because then my opponent can just sack another warrior. All right. Let it happen. Anything else? Suspension field. I guess it technically works on not that many guys. Just like the one warrior. I don't love it. I still like the negates. I think the negates are good. And I still like the silk wraps and the... Our curve is so low. I could take out Disperse for a 3rd negate. I don't mind that. Like a 3rd negate lets me counter his removal, lets me counter Sorin, lets me counter Grasp with a Hieromancer, but I feel like Grasp should not be a big deal with the quantity of removal we've got. Maybe I actually, let's bring in 1 Suspension Field, because I feel like that's another way to get rid of Grasp. All right. Yeah, we got to keep that. So we definitely rip Kithian first since we have a 2nd one in hand. All right. Looks like opponent's just done. All right. Yeah, opponent mulliganed too much and then conceded. All right, well, we had a sick hand, and we were going to draw pretty hot. Yeah, we were going to go another 1-drop into removal. So I felt pretty good going into this game 3, but it would have been nice to play it out. All right, we'll see you in round 3.